Well, good morning everyone, and welcome to the Baking Biker. Welcome back to the channel. We are heading out of Redmond, Oregon today and headed to Camas, Washington. So you see we have clear blue skies today. Right now it's in the low 60s and it should be up in the around 80 degrees, upper 70s to 80 degrees today in Camas. So it should be a beautiful day today. No rain in sight. So let's ride. First things first, get some gas in the tank. That'll last us all day. Had a nice visit here in Redmond. We had dinner at the Terra Kitchen and another delicious meal there. We ate there when we were here for the BMW MOA National Rally with a group of friends from our Spain-Portugal trip, and really enjoyed the dinner. And so we're looking for a place. We thought, we'll go back. And again, excellent dinner there.
Yeah, I was going to say that meal, the lamb chops with the roasted carrots as a side, you know, it's really tasty, very excellent. And then we had a flourless chocolate cake. It was a very small little, almost like a cupcake, but with whipped cream and fresh fruit, and kind of almost like a lava cake, sort of.
Yes, that was, the interior was more like a hot lava chocolate cake. We stayed at the SCP Redmond Hotel. Very nice. It's an old hotel converted into a much newer hotel now, and we have a lot of suites. They've taken like 2 rooms side by side and have turned them into suites. And then we had breakfast this morning right there in the hotel at their provisions market. I had a bowl of oatmeal with fruit. And Rick, what did you have this morning?
I had a scrambled eggs with home fries and toast and coffee. So, traditional breakfast, but it was yummy.
Should be a really nice ride. We're going to go along the Columbia River today and then take a couple viewpoints. Oh, looking off in the distance is Mount Hood. I don't know if you got a chance to really see that, but we'll get better views of Mount Hood coming up. So, it's a great view. But it's very far off in the distance over there on my left. And I think we might be able to see a few of the other peaks.
You can see Mount Hood. Good. It means you can see some of the other. That one volcano looks like it's smoking because of the clouds sitting near the top.
True. So we're heading north to Washington State. Some really nice twisty turnies as we come into this small town called Malton.
According to the sat nav, it's still 65 speed limit. There's the river. Might be a raft down there.
Oh yeah, people are river rafting there. And it's heating back up. We've been on a high plateau around 3,000 foot elevation, and now we're dropping down into this valley here. And this has really warmed up like 10 degrees between what's in the high plateau and what's down in this valley. Welcome to Maupin, gateway to the Deschutes. So down there is the Deschutes River, which maybe we'll get another view of. And we saw the people rafting. Yep. Deschutes River Recreation Area.
Parking area, looks like an RV place down there.
Yeah, a lot of parking. What a bridge. Hopefully I can get you kind of a view. Nope, of the Deschutes River. There we go. I think on our right. There's the Deschutes River. I have to stand up for this. Oh, we have more down here. More of a little downtown area now. With that nice mural wall there. Railroad race, circa 1910. So you can see these hills here have had a brush fire.
Wow, yeah.
Yeah.
It's real evident now.
Oh, look at even the grass here or whatever was growing here. Oh, so close to this house here.
A lot of it was grazing land, but man, yeah, that was covered quite an area.
So it looks like we've been going by a lot. We've been going by a lot of wheat fields, and it looks like this wheat field has been harvested. And I just went by one on my left that hasn't been harvested. And eventually they'll mow all that in. We went by one that looked like it had been harvested and mowed in, but the cows were out there, so I guess eating whatever. I'm not sure what they're eating.
Pretty. Dark green against the golden grass like that. And then you see the river.
Oh,
The
yeah.
mighty Columbia.
So way off in the distance is a train. That train is in Washington. So the hills you see in front of us off in the distance, that's the state of Washington. Welcome to the Dalles. So straight ahead is the Dalles Dam. Right here on the Columbia. So we're going to take a little break and then continue on Highway 30 going west out of the Dalles. plans today. After Rowena Curves and Rowena Crest Viewpoint, we rode down to Hood River for lunch, and Kathy realized she had left her purse back at the coffee stop. So we had to come back to the Dalles. Well, that has actually worked out for us because there's a bad accident on 84. We could not get to the Crown Vista House viewpoint, and we won't be able to get to our destination easily. But on my right, by the way, is the Dalles Dam. So hopefully you can see that.
Look at those white birds.
Oh, look at all the, yeah, I missed looking at the white birds on my left. Maybe egrets or something? I don't know.
Sure. Good size.
So coming back to the Dalles to get my purse, and seeing the backup to get across the Hood River Bridge, which is what we were going to take. The backup is miles. We decided we would take the Dalles Bridge across the Columbia River and take Highway 14 to our destination of the day, Camas. And we won't go to our second viewpoint because it would take us another 2 hours, or at least another hour to go there and back because of the traffic. So right now we are taking highway, this is 197 across, like I said, the Dalles Bridge, and we're going to go up to Highway 14 because now we're in the state of Washington. So welcome back to Washington.
Nice to be down the river. We'll make our way west to Camas and try to avoid all the traffic that's on stop on Interstate 84.
Highway 14 here in Washington is actually nicer riding than I-84 on the Oregon side, just because usually it's not as well traveled, smaller highway, not as well traveled, so not as hustling and bustling as the freeway is. So for motorcyclists, this is much nicer. And yeah, the Columbia River Gorge.
I like the setting here just because of the rocks. We have the little freshwater lake here next to the river.
This is beautiful here. It's been a much better choice coming down Highway 14 than being on I-84, because I looked across the Columbia River and they were backed up still for miles. At least they have a light here for those getting off, you know, coming from the bridge from Hood River. So here's the lineup to go across, but the lineup coming across is just huge.
That's why it's still backed up, because they have a light, but it's also safer.
And they have a nice visitor center right here that we stopped at before. And I won't get you a good view of the Hood River Bridge because it's behind me now. And the approach to it, there was no viewpoints there. And I'm definitely not getting out of this lineup. So we'll continue on, and we're going to take another side route to get out of some of the other more congested area when we get close to Camas. So, alright, so my battery went dead on me while we were on Highway 14, and oh my goodness, there were moments that traffic was just brutal. So to avoid another town and a backup, you know, I have to say, actually, the traffic was good most of the time. And then I'd say it was probably a 3 to 5 mile backup to get through Stevenson. It was stop and go, 5 miles an hour stop, maybe 10 miles an hour stop. It was awful. So we're outside of Washougal, Washington, and we decided to take this off this other road, which looked like it was a nice alternative. As you can see, there's nobody here. I have a very tight hairpin coming up, as Rick just told me. This is the one we knew was in there, so just take it easy around this one. Here we go. Oh, that was nice. That wasn't as tight as they said, but that was a nice hairpin. Anyway, so we decided to take this Salmon Falls Road that would bypass Washougal and the traffic, because we thought once you get into the town of Washougal and then Camas, where we're staying, it's just going to be backed up again. So we're getting off the main road. This may not save us any time, but it's a whole lot nicer to ride. Well, we made it here to Camas, and Camas, as you... Oh, I almost got Rick. Sorry, Rick.
Move out of the way.
I know. He's used to that, isn't he? Anyway, as you can see, back there.
Yeah. Right up there.
Yep. It was founded in 1883, and it is a paper mill.
We called it a mill town, really, because it was a paper mill there. And of course, with the river, logging, timber, it's a big industry here for many decades at least.
Yeah.
A century at least. It was one of the big products that came out of the Pacific Northwest was the timber. And so all the byproducts, products produced from that, lumber, paper.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So it was a really nice ride, other than the traffic because of a really bad accident on I-84. So we got diverted to Highway 14, and that was, for the most part, actually, most of Highway 14 was just fine. It was just when we got into like Stevenson, which you didn't get to see because my battery died, and a couple other small towns, that things got backed up. But Stevenson had to be the worst backup. It went for a couple miles. I think about 5 miles.
Yeah.
And then that ride getting out off the Highway 14 onto, I think it was Salmon Falls Road and Washougal River Road. I think that was it. Or Riverside. Washougal Riverside or River Road. Anyway, that was a really nice alternative off of 14. So anyway, it was a really nice ride. Beautiful day. Nice sunny weather.
Great weather, yes.
Yeah, high of around 80, 81. So other than sitting in traffic, that's the only time it felt really hot.
Yes.
Otherwise, it was...
Stop and go traffic. The clutch hand is really tired.
So that was the only time we really noticed the heat. Other than that, once we got up and going, it was wonderful. So I hope you enjoyed today's videos and pictures, and I just want to thank you so much for watching.
Oh, and don't forget to...
Oh, that's right. How could I forget? Let me put this up like this. If you like this video, please give me a thumbs up. Please subscribe and be sure to hit that bell every time I upload a new video. And on that, I just want to tell you, thank you so much for watching.